Okay, so for the indie slot lately, I've been playing a lot of walking simulators, and I figured it was time to mix things up and change things up a bit. So today we're playing the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus. I mean, the infectious madness of Doctor Dekker. Not the same name. And you know, it's best just to jump into this one.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes, when I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else. Literally, somewhere else.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered.
It starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Dekker, I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
I've seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job!
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patient. You're late. And after all those promises, you're late.
You're late.
And after all those promises, never mind. Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show we cared. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? Good. Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first, but I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
Yeah, this will be interesting. Patient names have dots next to them. Red, keep talking to them. Amber, you're done. The continue button appears when all patients are amber. Green, you've asked everything. Going green is optional. Oh, watch replays in the responses tab. Look for the stars. Important conversations, 2 amber stars. Green stars are optional. Stars update automatically. This will be interesting. Try using your patient's words. I'm Ellen. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. Typing nurse will get a response. So yeah, we're playing our second FMV, aka full motion video game. The last one was The Bunker, which was strange because that was a point-and-click adventure game done in full motion video. Include a yes or no when answering patients. Use context like yes, I like cats, not yes. Going green is intentionally hard. Hints will be required. will be interesting. Okay, so we're in a menu. Oh. Are they gonna talk, or are they just gonna... Is it an idle animation? Definitely some pretty compressed video. I'm noticing that green gradient in the background. I don't know if it comes through for you guys, or if it's just the contrast on my monitor or something, but there's definitely, like, jittery little squares everywhere. I'm seeing that in the original thing, that's not just the recording. So this will be interesting. It's... The last FMV game we played was a point-and-click adventure game called The Bunker. This one is an investigation game of some kind. Possibly similar to Her Story, maybe, but I've never played Her Story. On the to-do list, like all the other damn games. So, presumably there's some character named Doctor Dekker who has interacted with all of these people, and we're sort of following up on them. I presume that Dr. Dekker is essentially gone now, one way or another, and that we're picking up the pieces of whatever mess he may have made, because he may have been an active problem for all of his patients. Interesting little idle animations here. So let's dive in. I have basically no idea how to play this game, so this could be interesting. I just know that we type stuff in. Hopefully this goes better than that one Event 0 game where the text commands were not very helpful. We have 5 names: Bryce, Claire, Ellen, Mariana, and Nathan. Don't know why Mariana is at a different indentation than the rest, unless it's somehow a subservient layer to Ellen in some way. We have notes. Verbal mirroring, a new study in psychology yesterday suggests using the same words as your patient increases trust. Use yes or no when answering questions. My patients seem confused. I've probably asked something... Oh, if my patients seem confused, I've probably asked something they have more than one answer to do. Say hello to patients, find out what's wrong with them, and see what they know about Dekker. And then this is the annotation thing. 1 star should follow this up. 2 stars definitely follow it up. They'll remove the stars afterwards. Okay. So, my understanding is that this is not just a straightforward investigation game where you solve it and that's it, but there's supposed to be multiple endings. I think that the way you interact with your patients can actually affect how each of their stories ends ultimately. So we might even be trying to save them or something. Not really sure. That's all I have is patients and notes. This thing is just how I send the message. Enter probably works too. Just checking around. Ooh, look at that. There are 209 total responses to try to find, and there's acts, apparently. Okay. We have a nice, cohesive progress meter of sorts there. Let's try Bryce. Oh, we're already on Mariana, that's why it's indented. Okay, then let's talk to Mariana. Hello?
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
How are you feeling today, Mariana?
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works? The police keep picking me up for public nudity.
Tell me about the public nudity.
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach, like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Why do you think you keep going back to the beach?
There's more than one question there. Break it down for me.
Why the beach?
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all the sights.
Yes, I would like to see the sights.
That's not really helping with my blackouts.
You sell bracelets?
It's early days. The business isn't doing that great, but I really enjoy my job, if that helps. You can make a lot of money or you can have a lot of fun, but you can't usually do both.
Oh, that's not too bad. Can you imagine doing this Let's Play if I was a hunt and peck typer as opposed to having learned how to touch type? Never took a class on it. I just played a lot of World of Warcraft, and then one day, after constantly multitasking of playing the game and then sending messages to people in my guild while also playing the game back and forth, like, one day I realized I wasn't looking at the keyboard anymore. I'm like, wait a minute, how am I doing that? I can touch type now? Mariana has blackouts. Does she remember anything during? Sustain any injuries? Do you sustain any injuries during your blackouts?
I'm confused. Which bit should I answer first?
Have you been hurt?
I have no idea about that.
You'd think you would know, but that's probably a standard, like, I don't have a response. Instead, let's see. Oh wow, it's actually keeping track of the exact messages that I have put in. That's interesting. So these are actually the things I've typed in, and it tells me which things that might be interesting to follow up on with double asterisks and everything. So here's all my questions, and here's the ones that I've actually gotten responses. That was a response that meant something? Hello?
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
Am I feeling okay? I feeling okay?
No, I don't know about that.
How do I follow up on that question? You're Mariana.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Just thinking of how to respond to the fact that they're like, hello, led to that response that I should apparently follow up on. Alright, let's go back to the nudity.
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach. Like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Okay, so we talked about the actual... I never got a response about the blackouts, so I should actually follow up on the blackouts themselves. I think I tried to ask about them and they didn't work out. Maybe I didn't. Oops. Tell me about your blackouts.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
Tell me about Dr. Dekker.
Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
How did Dekker die? Whoa. Haven't we talked about that already? Okay. Maybe we don't want to do a follow-up on that then. We go back into the blackouts then. Huh. They said they black out. Let's follow it again.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
What exactly did Dekker work out?
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
But you do have anxiety issues?
Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly?
I don't know how much I know about breathing exactly. But, how do you mean breathing badly?
You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are.
That's a very full screen achievement notification. This had to require a lot of filming, considering how many characters and questions there probably are. Alright, okay, lie down.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
Try holding your breath.
I hold my breath when I'm swimming underwater. Most people do. Sometimes, if I'm really excited, I'll hold my breath accidentally, just for a few seconds. I don't know why.
Okay. Not everything is getting more necessarily. We're kind of dead ending. Definitely a little bit of the Event Zero issue, where the things that come out aren't quite matching up with the question I'm asking, but it's definitely closer than it was in that game, because that game, I could not even communicate with it by the end of the game, let alone the beginning. Okay. So, tell me about GAD. Okay, doesn't want to do that again, then. Let's follow up on then. They did work it out.
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
Oh, he gave you a prognosis.
I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help?
Tell me about your evenings.
Nope. Don't know.
I mean, technically, yeah, with the blackouts. Let's see. Stop having blackouts. There's my advice. I don't like. It's not actually my suggestion, but I'm wondering if it'll trigger something. No, the topic didn't work out there. Okay, we're definitely looping then. Let's get back to what she said with about lying down.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
Okay, if you think that something doesn't cause blackouts, then what do you think is the cause?
I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
How often do you dance?
Cool. I dance to anything with a beat.
Okay. Would you dance for me?
I don't know.
That's not the right line of questioning then. Let's see our notes again. Perhaps Marina should stop going to the beach, or record her visits. Can we record your visits?
I film myself doing, lots of things. But it's not so easy to do when you're blacked out.
I mean, we could set up the recording beforehand, that's kind of the idea. Can we record you dancing? No. That's not gonna work out.
I do suffer from...
Oops, that's not what I meant to click on.
I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
So, trying to think of the right logic here. Let's just try connecting the terms here. So, like, you black out while dancing. Maybe we'll just get her to elaborate? Nope. Tell me about dancing? I'm not sure how to elaborate on dancing.
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Tell me about the Pearl.
The Pearl is great because the people are so relaxed. I think that's got a lot to do with the cheap vodka shots, or maybe it's just the black lighting. Who knows?
Are you sure the blackouts aren't caused by the vodka?
I don't drink.
What? Cheap vodka shots at the Pearl. Really? But I thought you liked the okay. What about blacklight? What about the blacklight?
I don't know about that.
That's strange. Okay, so it almost seems like a contradiction, right? She made a point to say she likes going to a place that has cheap vodka shots and blacklight, but then she says she doesn't drink. So it's almost like a weird dead end. Is she lying to me? You don't drink.
I don't have an answer for that.
Really? Okay, then. Let's double back, then.
I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
What do you do when you're dancing? Why the beach? That's what you think it is? Okay. We are not making positive progress with her, apparently. That's curious. Tell me about the public nudity. Alright, what did she say when I said hello?
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
This is curious. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with her.
I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
Do you perform at nightclubs? No. Tell me about nightclubs. Let's be more vague than just the Pearl. No. Okay. What in the world are we going to do here? I feel like we're at a dead end here, strangely, where I'm not sure where we can continue. Maybe I should ask somebody else and see if it expands from there towards other people in some interesting way. Like maybe we can learn something about another patient that might help teach us about Mariana. Alright, let's just start with tell me about Dr. Dekker.
Dr. Dekker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
Spent a lot of time with him.
As far as Dr. Dekker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday. But me, I had Monday 5, 10, 50 times before I got to Tuesday.
Are you saying that time repeats for you?
I don't have anything to say about that.
Monday 50 times.
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
And Did you find any clues?
What? I don't know.
Groundhog Day. Tell me about Groundhog Day. Nope. Okay. Cure.
You asked me that yesterday. I didn't have an answer for you then either.
That's concerning. Okay. Time loop.
I don't have an answer to that question, as always.
Okay. He's a strange one then.
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
I want to help you name Nathan.
I don't know. Sorry.
How many times have you seen today?
I don't know anything about that.
Wow, I feel immediately stonewalled with this character. How do I follow up on his character?
Dr. Dekker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
Why won't Dekker remember? Okay, you call Dekker complex.
I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself.
Couldn't decide?
He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do. I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away.
Did he take too long?
No, sorry.
Okay. Where'd your shoes go? Guess he's looking at the ink splots. Let's see. I don't know how to ask about the time loops. I'm confused about that.
I watched that Bill Murray film,
Bill Murray?
I can't answer that.
If you don't frame it as a question, I don't think it even goes anywhere.
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
How bad has it gotten?
Sorry, got nothing.
Tell me about your condition.
Sorry.
Really?
Got nothing.
Did I spell it wrong? Okay. He's a strange one. I can't seem to penetrate at all. How are you feeling?
It's like those montages you get in movies. Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over. Nothing changes. Am I in purgatory, Doctor?
Do you feel like you're in? Do you believe in purgatory?
Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway.
Most of the time?
Sometimes it looks different. Sometimes the birdsong will change, or the weather will be less bleak. Or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event for change. Like a murder.
Like a murder?
Dr. Dekker's murder was sudden, brutal. It's terrible. But Doctor, 2 weeks. 2 weeks I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward.
Whoa, it's like he's stuck in the game I'm playing. Because I'm, of course, stuck where I can get stuck in a loop of them saying the same thing over and over again until I figure out how to make what the secret trigger is for going forward. And he also has a weird looping thing where he has to trigger what's going forward, except it's reality for him as opposed to a video game mechanic. So he's looping the same day over and over again. Tell me about Dekker's murder. Nope, nothing about that. Okay. Bird song?
I don't have anything to say about it.
Thought I'd try it. Alright. You said something about rolling days.
To move forward, I really have to see something that feels like it can't be rewound. Like a death or some other tragedy. It's not enough to hear it or read it. I've got to see it. I suppose from that point of view, it looks like I'm in control of things.
Are you in control of things?
I'm not in control. Doctor, look at me. I'm broken. You need to help me.
I'm going to help you.
No. Sorry.
Do I need to quote him? Like, you need to help me.
What? I don't know.
Didn't really think so, but I was curious. Okay, let's loop back then.
Because I'm stuck.
Whoopsie.
Sometimes it looks different. Sometimes the bird song will change, or the weather will be less bleak. Or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event for change. Like a murder.
Have you had other tragic events?
I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out and the lorry just rammed me. Well, Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously. And when I came to, she was so close to me. It was like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. Bits of metal pushing through her. That was 5 years ago.
You were in a crash?
I've been shrunk for that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't make the same mistake. Hannah would still be alive. We'd probably have a family by now. I haven't had any relationships since then.